Margarita, I didn't expect you back so soon. Did you find everything?
Yes. I brought these things from the house. El cepillo para el cabello, las sombras. It's what you wish.
Thank you very much. It was very sweet of you. I suppose I should be getting ready. The fiesta's going to start any minute.
Mm-hmm.
Did you bring this for me? Did you?
El señor Castillo had it delivered a few minutes ago.
It's beautiful.
Qué lindo.
Oh, it's perfect for the fiesta.
El señor Castillo knows the importance of appearance a la fiesta.
Well, then I guess we better not disappoint him.
Oh, senor, it fits very well. Well, it's a little low cut compared to what I'm used to wearing, but
Es una fiesta, ¿no?
sí.
Thank you for finding it. You know, when I left the United States this time, the last thing I expected to be doing was going to a party. This is very much obliged, you know. And this, what's this? This is the,
This is the sash.
Okay. This is nice. Una flauta, ¿es suya?
No, senor, I have never seen this before.
Where it came from, that's... Well, maybe Eden, she must have put it in here to thank me for the dress.
Senor, we usually have a very large celebration. And this time, it was worth the wait. Now we can truly celebrate.
Well, thank you. I want you to know that I am honored to be your guest.
I'm sure that back home you go to many large and wonderful parties, but we will try to make this party the very best for you for this year.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I'm afraid it's going to have to come in a close second because, you see, there is one party coming up that's going to surpass even this fine fiesta.
What is that, if I may ask?
My wedding.
I'm trying to find my gold necklace. I'll just take a quick look upstairs.
Kelly, if this is for my benefit, you're wasting your time. You're not looking for your necklace. We both know that.
Well, what am I looking for?
Evidence? Some small clue that'll prove your father is sleeping with my mother. Well, maybe I can help you look.
CC, I don't know why you're in such a snit. If you must walk out, at least stay till after dinner.
You think this is all very funny, don't you?
Oh, well, I think it could be amicable if you just stop being such a pompous person.
Pompous, huh? Well, I was a fool to let myself be trapped here. You lured me here under false pretenses. Now you're talking about taking you to dinner? The next thing you want is a canoe ride in the moonlight.
A canoe ride would be wonderful. Do you think they still have them up here?
Oh, shut up.
Oh, come on, CC. Be reasonable. You have no strings attached to you anymore. I mean, why not stray off the beaten track a little bit? Who's to reproach you?
Me. Me and my conscience, that's who.
Oh, yes, but that's such a still, small voice.
Do you think I could seriously enjoy myself in a situation like this? Do you really?
Well, if not, you could certainly enjoy me.
Here you are. It's almost time for the fiesta. What is it? What's wrong?
You lied to me.
Thank God. I was beginning to think it wasn't going to happen in our lifetime. The world's youngest insomniac.
Come on, she's not that
Bad. We're talking the tyranny of infants here. She's only two things. She's asleep or she's crying her lungs out. And she gets very little sleep that I can see.
Come on, you're fighting this thing, son.
Oh, I am, huh? And where do you get off being the Olympian, the expert, huh? All of a sudden, 2 days ago, you couldn't wait for Rita to get out of the hospital so she could take her baby back, huh? So when did you become such a kiddophile?
Well, well, just being around her, you know, changing her, feeding her. She grows on you.
Not on me, she doesn't.
Okay, Pearl, have it your own way.
Huh?
Look, as long as she's asleep, you won't mind if I run down and do a couple errands with you?
What? Oh, no. You don't leave me alone here with her.
Come on, I'm only gonna be gone for a little while. She's not gonna wake up.
What if she does wake up, yeah? I mean, what if she starts yelling for some mysterious thing that only babies know the derivation of? What happens then, huh?
You'll be able to handle it, okay? I got every confidence in you.
Oh, no. I'm a totally unreliable individual. I mean, I am immature. I have been immature since I was a baby. Listen to me. I promise you, I have confessed to Rita that I have been this. Really.
All right, you know, look, don't you think it's time that you grew up, Pearl? Come on.
No. You're not going to leave me alone here with this sleeping dragon. No way.
Come on, get a grip, will you? I mean, I'm only gonna be gone half an hour.
Half an hour? Do you realize what a baby like that can do to the world in half an hour? I mean, total wreckage. Can you imagine what she can do to me? 10 minutes. That's all I give you, 10 minutes.
Come on, you're being hysterical, Pearl. Come on.
What? Okay. I'll give you 30 minutes. I'm counting. 30 minutes. 29 and 55. 29, 54. Oh, when you leave, don't slam the door because I just oiled the hinges. Oh.
You will never change, Woody. You're still half child bride, half Medusa.
Oh, well, I hope not. I mean, not the Medusa part. You know, there was a time when you were much softer.
I could say the same thing about you.
Why don't you touch me and tell me that?
Why don't you stop being so desperate?
Well, darling, if I haven't changed, you certainly have. I remember when I came back to Santa Barbara and I first saw you. I thought to myself, same old CC. But I was wrong. You're an entirely different man now. It's not an improvement.
Why? Because it's less easy to manipulate me and you can't wrap me around your finger anymore?
I don't even begin to understand you anymore. I mean, what happened to all that banked fire? The CC I left here was fierce and passionate. The one I've come back to, I'm sorry, darling, is deadly dull. I can still remember how each muscle in your back felt when you held me, when you made love to me. You know how to fan my fancies. You were a lion then, CC. What have you become now, little Sophia's lapdog?
You leave Sophia out of this and never mind what I used to be.
But I do mind. I mind that she's suffocating you. And I mind that she's humiliating you. I can't stand these people whispering and talking.
Well, just let me hear them say anything.
Well, what do you expect? I mean, she makes no bones about the fact that she's sleeping with a man young enough to be your son, and she intends to go right on doing that. What do you think your best friends are gossiping about right now?
And they are not my best friends now, are they?
Oh, some of them are already coming to the conclusion that Sophia had no choice. CC may be able to bellow out there like the bull, but he's actually not capable of doing anything right now. Can you imagine what they're saying, CC? I think this is cruel, and especially if it's true.
Oh, dare
come
you
on,
say
CC.
that?
Don't pretend with me. We're old friends. I know these things can happen. It's just that it makes me feel so sad for you.
Lady, I don't need your damn pity!
This didn't come from my gun. Mine's a smaller caliber. You knew the whole time that I was the one who killed Kathleen.
I guess I missed.
Why didn't you tell me the truth?
Because you needed to know you hadn't done it, and I didn't want to ruin that.
My God, I actually killed a person.
Look, you were only doing what your training had taught you to do.
Look, my training. Do you know why I joined this department? To find the person who killed my father. The last 5 years of my life are gone, wasted, nothing. I chase after a woman, and I kill her, and I kill the wrong person. For what? 5 years of anger and frustration for nothing. I failed.
Please don't be this hard on yourself.
I don't know what to do now.
Look, you don't have to decide right away. But it seems to me your choices are pretty clear.
you can put this all behind you and get on with your life, or...
Look, I'd always be haunted by my father's death. I want to know who killed him.
Or you can keep on looking and try not to let the last 5 years or what happened today ruin it.
But, Kane, that could take another 5 years or even longer. I mean, God knows where I would end up. I guess the most difficult choice is whether or not I could stand to lose you.
About what?
Well, just some unfinished business. I'll explain.
Listen, actually, I'm here with someone.
I won't keep you long.
All right.
Andrea?
Exceptionally beautiful.
What woman wouldn't in this dress? It was really sweet of you to buy it for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thank you for the gift you sent to me.
What gift?
My flute? I had one just like this when I was a kid. And I loved it. I'm sure I'll come to love this one, too, if I can remember how to play it.
It's beautiful.
Where'd you get it?
I didn't. I mean, I'd love to be able to take credit for this beautiful gift, but I didn't get it for you.
Well, where do you think it came from?
Well, hopefully it didn't come from another woman.
There was no card. It was wrapped up in sash. It's just like the one I learned to play when I was a kid. My great taught me.
You had an uncle who played the flute?
Well, not professionally, but he was a fine player. He taught me. Uncle Guillermo. Actually, I've been thinking about him a lot lately.
Any particular reason?
Well, he lives near here. He lives in the mountains toward the northwest. You can't see him.
Well, maybe we should go and visit him before we leave. See his house.
Well, it's more like a cave, actually. He has a very primitive existence. But if you would like to go, I would love to introduce you to him.
Oh, well, now you want to introduce me to your relatives? I mean, that must mean that you're getting serious about me.
I just might be. You know, I almost think of him as more than a relative. He's that close to me.
I can't believe you never told me about him.
Oh, you don't like that? About this? I'll tell you what, I'll read you a story like my grandmother Ethel, she used to do. So I sit you right down here. Yeah. Read you a story from a book. I made a book here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. We got a fairy tale, okay? The new junior cookbook, this one. Now, what the heck, this is my first gig. You'll excuse me. You'll buy anything, won't you, at this point? Okay. This is a fairy tale. Where are we? This fairy tale is called Tuna Salad Sandwich. No. Here we go. Oh, yes. Chicken braised in wine or coco de vin. Once upon a time, there was a princess who lived in a castle with a very big kitchen. Got that? And one evening, very late at night, she got herself a broiler or a roasting chicken, man. And she took the back off and the neck and she threw them all blah, 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 into this huge, enormous stock pot. And then, oh man, she melted 3 tablespoons of butter. 1, 2.
This place is so beautiful and romantic. All the lanterns and the costumes and the music. Maybe we should think about doing something like this for our wedding. What do you think?
Listen, I was gonna check out the situation with... Oh, no. I was just thinking about you. This is my uncle, my great uncle, Guillermo.
Oh, hi.
This is Eden Capwell. She is my fiancée.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Please, we were just talking about you. Uncle, please have a seat. Join us. I was just telling her about you. We were going to come and see you after the party.
I know.
Well, then, I'm sure you know that we're going to be married. Here?
No, actually, we've been looking for the perfect place, and we hadn't quite found it yet, so we're going to continue our search.
Search to find this place. That special place for your wedding will find you in a dream. Then you will know.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll bet you're surprised to see me after that wild goose chase the Cruz sent me on. It took me a while to catch up with you.
Well, I'm sorry about that.
I just hope that you're through playing games. Now that Richard's been caught and Kathleen's dead.
I'll be looking all over for you.
I'm sorry. Mr. Martini is escorting Richard back to the United States. He's taking him to Santa Barbara.
Really? Well, I'm sorry you have to leave. You're going to miss a great party.
He's asked me to go with him tonight. And I'm going.
Your father would never have anything to do with my mother. You know that.
Jeffrey, there is too much talk, too much miscommunication going on.
You don't have the courage of your own convictions. You know that? I mean, listen to me. Listen to me. You told your mother yourself that she must have mistaken what she saw at that inn. Now, don't you know any better than to go around listening to what other people are talking about?
Normally, yes, I do. But under these circumstances, no, this is far from normal. I just want the facts.
Kelly, you can't solve other people's problems.
You can't just ignore it, either. Well, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you, Daddy.
You're looking for us here?
Everywhere I could think of, including here, yes.
Well, you're lucky you found us. We didn't plan to come back quite this soon. We were having such a marvelous time at the San Marcos Inn. Actually, I thought of staying there for the rest of the week.
I can't believe this, Daddy. You pulled a gun on TJ yesterday, and here you are now. How do you suppose Mother would react right now?
I'm sure she would do exactly the same thing, and I wouldn't blame her.
Kelly, seems to me that you're being more concerned about yourself than, rather than being concerned for your father. I mean, don't you think he has an opportunity to have happiness for the first time in a long time? Doesn't he deserve that?
What are you going on about?
Has an opportunity to be happy. What, are you implying that he was never happy with my mother?
Would you prefer to tell him how we feel about it?
I prefer you keep your mouth shut before you make things worse than they are.
How can I make things worse than they are by simply...
Pamela, close your mouth. Look, kitten, this is not at all what it looks like or what it seems to be. Please understand. Look, can we please go outside and talk?
Oh, Daddy, why can't we talk right here?
I just don't want the outsiders hearing what we have to say privately, okay?
The outsiders? Well, I don't see any reason why we can't talk about it in front of Pamela. I mean, she already knows. And Jeffrey, he's my husband.
You change your mind, I'll be at the hotel.
Are you satisfied now? I mean, I think you've completely destroyed my family. I think you're very happy.
Wait, hold on a second here. What makes you think... How can you be so sure that it was all my mother's fault?
I don't care if it was 1/10 her fault, Jeffrey. I think I just finally realized whose side you're on.
Thank you, darling.
For what? For what?
Standing up for me that way.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it. It won't happen again.
I thought you were going to take the time to make a careful decision. But all of a sudden, you're rushing off. Why? Why tonight?
I didn't have any choice about the timing. Mr. Martini wants me to help out with Richard's questioning. Again, I still work for the agency. I can't very well turn my back on an assignment.
I thought you were going to turn down all assignments. At least you were going to give yourself the chance to consider it, but now you're running away from the whole issue. Hi. Can we drop this for now?
Why don't we just drop this for now?
Listen, you two, hope we're not interrupting, but I wanted you to meet my great uncle Guillermo. He lives nearby. He came for the fiesta. This is my associate and new friend, Andrea Bedford, and this is my good friend, Kane Garver.
Hi, how are you?
Cruz, I'm sorry. Listen, could you save me? The mayor wants to dance with me again, and he wants me to teach him the twist.
Oh, well, that sounds like rescue time. Listen, you just get to know each other. We'll be back in a little while.
We'll be back.
Just a moment.
Sure. Look, right, you want to sit down?
Right there.
No. Okay,
Well,
you're from around here, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes, well, I don't, would you come for the party, or?
I came to see my great-nephew.
Sure.
Well, tell me, what kind of work are you in, Mr. Guillermo?
I see.
You...
Ah, I see. Well, no, I don't. You see,
Well, what exactly do you mean? How you see? Are you a psychic?
I see many things. But at this table, I see unrest.
He is a psychic.
There is a mystery here. An unanswered question.
Do you think your uncle was right? That the right place for our wedding would come to me in a dream?
If he said it'll come to you in a dream, it will come. He's rarely wrong about anything.
It's an amazing gift. You're rarely wrong about anything either. Guess you must have inherited it from him.
Probably.
You know, if he is right, I think it's terribly romantic. I can hardly wait to go home so I can go to sleep and find out where the big event is going to happen.
Well, it may not come to you as soon as you think.
Why's that?
Just don't expect to dream about it tonight.
Why not?
Because I don't intend to let you get any sleep.
Look, Mr. Martini is hoping to get a lot of information out of Richard. We want to make sure that they ask the right questions. That's where I come in.
How?
Well, my familiarity with the case and what I learned from Harry. It's important that they get that information from me. Besides, I have my own agenda. I want to find out if Richard knows anything about my father's death. And if he does, I intend to get it out of him. Can't you understand that?
Yeah, sure.
Well, that's why the rush. That's why I decided the way I did.
Hey, you got to do what you think is right. I appreciate that.
Well, good. Thank you. Look, don't be so depressed.
Kind of hard not to be, huh?
Andrew?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Can I have a second with Richard here?
Go ahead.
Before Kathleen died, she told me that she didn't kill my father.
Did she? Interesting denial. Perhaps she was lying.
I don't think she was. Do you know who did kill my father?
When are we leaving? Yeah, if we don't want to miss our plane, we ought to get going. Anything else?
I think I can't wait until later, I guess. But I'm not dropping it that easily.
I didn't imagine you would.
Okay, let's go then. Coming?
Yeah, give me a minute, okay? Come to see you.
Will you?
These are cute. You know, next time I'm going to bring you back a coloring book.
Looky here, let me show you this stuff. The lady upstairs, bigger. She says to me, well, my kids are all grown up, so they don't have any use for these toys anymore. No use. Well, too bad they're grown up. I mean, look at this thing. Look at the work. I mean, this is real hair, real eyebrows. This is the day... These were the days when toys were made like toys. I mean, she even cries and, well, you know, details,
Look,
man.
don't you think most of this stuff is kind of like for the older child? Who cares? Just a pup?
No way. She's never too young for craftsmanship. I mean, we'll save them for when she's a little bit older. These are like heirlooms of the past, right? It even balances. It's that well made, huh? I mean, a thing of beauty is a joy to behold, just like Carrie. Just like Carrie.
You know, I got a feeling something has changed here since I left before. You and Carrie call a truce here?
Oh, come on. Who could not love such a perfect creature? All you do is you invest a little bit of time. Patience is the key. Getting involved in the little one, that's what's important. Hmm?
Yeah, you know, that's great insight, Pearl. You know, you're really perceptive.
Yeah?
You know, you ought to even start your own, like, professional babysitting service.
Come on, help me finish this paper string outfit.
That doesn't look like a doll to me. I guess I have to show you how to do this.
Well, I really don't want to talk about it now.
Well, we have to talk, Daddy. I could ask Pamela 1,000 times, but I think I need to hear it from you.
Kelly, please don't.
Don't what,
Don't
Dad?
ask the question. I don't think I can stand you saying it and me hearing it.
Don't I have a right?
Yes. No. I don't know. 1,000 excuses. I'm making reasons. And, you don't care about any of that, so why don't we just get down to what you really don't want to ask? Yes. The answer to what you came to find out. Yes.
This is a wonderful party.
What?
Wonderful party.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't noticed. Well, you know, most of it's going on over here, man. You know, maybe you ought to get something to drink and check out the action over here.
Well, you know, it sounds to me like we're playing a salsa. Hey, why don't you go get Andrea? Get out on the dance floor.
No, I think I'd rather go for a walk.
Something wrong with him?
Well, I don't know. You know, he hasn't said anything. I'll go ask him, see if I can. Uncle, we've been missing you. Where did you go?
I'm sorry, but I must return to the mountains now.
So soon?
You can't stay for the end of the party?
Did you get the flute?
Yes, I got the flute. Thank you.
I've kept it for years, just for this day.
It means a great deal to me to have it.
Will be again.
I hope so.
We will.
Well, what did he say?
Something good.
Like what?
Just that, something good.
You mean that's all he said? That's what he said? Here's something good?
Well, that's all I'm going to repeat of what he said.
You're awful mysterious. You're like that man.
Well, it's like always being right. It's just something I get from my uncle.
Oh, wow.
I'm not really surprised that you slept with CC. You told me that you wanted to a long time ago, but to go and parade it in front of Kelly like that, like it was some kind of badge of honor.
Well, I am proud of it. And not because it was destructive. That's your interpretation. Because for for me, it was beautiful.
Oh.
It was like a reward for all those years of hoping and waiting and finally giving up hope. So yes, Jeffrey, I just may parade it around. I'm so sick and tired of all that sanctimonious drivel about Sophia. Everybody seems to forget that she's the one that took him away from me in the first place. And now that she's getting a little bit of it back, well, everyone's so sorry for Sophia. Poor Sophia. Well, where were the tears for me? I was the one who was driven out of town. The shame and the disgrace and stripped of everything I had.
You come back here like Medea. Well, look, I know what happened to you. You told me, at least what you told me happened, but that still doesn't excuse you. You see, because you're not just breaking up CC and Sophia. You could be breaking up things between Kelly and me. Okay, not to mention what you're going to do to Mason and Ted and Eden. So many lives, Mother. Wait. Don't you care about those people's lives?
Darling, I can't control all of the repercussions. It's enough for me to be responsible for myself.
Yes, but you're hurting people along the way.
Well, people have hurt me.
You can't... Listen, you can't go around mangling the lives of innocent bystanders because of what happened to you 20, 30 years ago. You can't do that.
Don't you dare trivialize what I've been through.
Okay, that's it. There's no use. How can I reason to you? You have no conscience about this.
Jeffrey, I don't want to hear what you have to say anymore. You have a perfect right to your opinion, but really... Look, if you disapprove of what I've done, fine. But I don't think you should come in here and tell me how to live my life, especially not right now, when I at least have a chance for some happiness after all these years.
Okay, fine. If this is what you want, then I'm sure that this is what you're going to get. But let me tell you something. You may just get something along in the bargain that you don't want. And that is the loss of everyone that ever meant anything to you. Except, of course, CC. Now, are you prepared for that? Because I can guarantee you, it's right around the corner.
Go ahead, scream at me if it'll make you feel better.
I wish I could. I'm too hurt, Daddy. You know, no matter what everybody else was saying, there was still some shred of doubt I could hang on to. There was some remote belief that you would never sleep with Pamela again. But that's gone. I feel like I have nothing left anymore.
Baby, don't do that, please. I can't stand it. I don't know what to do right now.
Eddie, there's nothing you can do.
Let me try to make you understand, please.
You can't. You know, now I wish you'd just lied to me. He seems a lot more animated than he was before.
Think it has something to do with who he's animating with?
Oh, surely not.
So, tell me, because I don't understand this. Why are you still there? You missed the plane or take off without you? What?
No, I decided not to go. What time I have now, I'll spend with you.
Is this okay, though? I mean, what about your job?
Hey, I'll deal with it later. You know, it's foolish to throw away a chance of being happy like this together.
Up next on Donahue, meet the stars of TV's #1 primetime soap Knots Landing. Good girl Karen McKenzie, played by Michelle Lee, and bad girl Abby Ewing, portrayed by sultry Donna Mills, plus Joan Van Ark, Kevin Dobson, and Ted Shackelford. Find out what goes into the making of their hit TV show. The cast of the award-winning soap, Knots Landing, next on Donahue.